Yeah, stay live. What's up, everybody?
I don't want to talk about it because it is very disturbing. Like I saw it and I wasn't comfortable.
And watching a comic get fucking punched, or watching a dude hit another.
For the same reason, I think.
Yeah, because it is two black guys, and the night that we supposed to be celebrating Will Smith,
and you're
probably
supposed
winning
to be our
his Oscar,
best and brightest.
The only thing we talking about is him getting slapped. Oh, him slapping Chris Rock. And this is we only got 12, 13 motherfuckers, and it was like seeing two of them at that altercation, and the whole night ended up being about that. I just like I don't you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to really, I don't want to talk about, like I had a fucked up feeling in my stomach driving all the way home after. It was the word, like how it was bad. It was fucking bad. And this I would hear my parents say this shit growing up, but it's the first time where I was like, I didn't want to be around white people after it happened. Like it was the first time I was like, I'm glad I don't have a day job. Like I'm glad I don't have to go to I'm glad I don't work at Santa Fe.
Here's the
because
thing,
you don't want to.
Is that why you just staring me down the whole episode?
No, I was just listening. Like now I'm just like I don't like. That's why I had said earlier I was like I don't have nothing because it don't even right now, like even saying why I don't want to talk about it. The uncomfortable feeling is it just didn't. It was weird, and then all the reasons of like. Just all the shit connected to it, all the shit of like him laughing, her upset, whatever their exchange was that led to him getting to that point, him being the butt of the joke of their marriage for the last 13 months, and then all of that. It's like I was just like just because if y'all got laughs in it, I just would rather sit and just laugh and just because how I feel about it. I don't have nothing. This is the first time I don't really have nothing funny to say about. You know, what I didn't have nothing funny. I'm like, I don't got nothing funny to say about it. I feel weird. You know?
I knew that's what you were gonna say.
I wouldn't have put that in that pre-show message at all.
Well, nah, that's too much shit, and it was just, and then I've been also
said,
like,
hey, I don't want to be around white people right now.
No, but also like,
take a night.
No, but also it's like, it ain't like I'm not having the conversation when it happens. My mom like, that's what like. Fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. When as a black person, when shit happens to black people, no matter if it's up or it's down, whether it's George Floyd getting murdered or these two motherfuckers slapping each other, we feel the weight of that shit, like completely. White boy shoot up a fucking school, he shot up the school. No, it's not a weight on the white. They don't have that shit. So it feel. See how I feel in this motherfucker? I don't want to talk like this, but that's the only thing I feel about it.
I knew when you said like you were like I feel some type of way about it because when I first saw it, my first thought was I was like, you two are supposed to be our best. You know what I mean? Y'all are supposed to be our best. And you're in your 50s. Okay, look.
And that's what I said.
If that's a 21-year-old Chris Rock, if that's a 21-year-old Chris Rock and a 25-year-old Will Smith, I'd be like, well, what the fuck you expect? But you're fucking 50s. And
if it helps, I didn't take it personally. I assume you meant those white people.
But I
did. Fuck you.
All right. It's just I don't know, man. And I can't. That feeling that's the hardest shit to shake.
For that to come on the tail of the Oscars So White when they were like, you need to include more black people. You need to include more black people, and then you do, and then for that to come on the tail of
it
that,
was so like
it was a slap in the face.
Literally, yeah,
it really was.
It was like because I was froze. I didn't say anything for a while. I was just staring. I was at Kenji and Corliss' house. And we was just talking and cutting up and shit, and we all checked our phones. And that's what I'm like. The weight of it is what I mean. We all had the same messages from our family members and the same shit. It was like, what the fuck? It was.
And now let me tell you though. Initially, I was. That's why I knew exactly what you were gonna say. Mm-hmm. Initially, I was in the same boat. I am just that person where it's like, I'm gonna talk about it, mm-hmm. and I'm going to point out. What I think is funny about it, mm-hmm. And if you heard like a lot of what I think is funny about it, everybody go, "Oh, this is staged. It was a publicity stunt. Fuck you." No. His hands were behind his back. Fuck you. You don't know comedy. He doesn't know what to do with his hands.
The only thing I could say that made me laugh was like, this is how you behave when you are trying to save a marriage you want out of.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like that's the dude that's trying
prisoner.
to, and it's I also like I'm trying to not have like an initial first thought on shit because everybody the same way
my empathy for him as a like in a relationship or being this dude is the same. He and I we chart that exactly the same. If you ever go through the personality test shit, he and I. So there's a lot of empathy. I know exactly the scenario he's in.
Yeah.
And it's a very disempowered. I don't know if that's a word where you're
like,
nothing
no,
I
exactly.
can do.
You've been
like you want this person to be happy and you want them to do whatever the fuck it is they want to do, but what makes you happy is completely asynchronous with that.
Yeah.
So that frustration you can't do anything. So you get this one open, like to me, I'm not saying I wouldn't have been the dude walking down the runway and smacking somebody. Like pressure comes out somewhere.
Yeah.
And I get that entirely.
Yeah.
So
I can tell you right now,
but
I would have been
No, I know what you no, exactly.
I would have got
I feel what he feels.
Yeah.
I would have gotten up out of my chair. I would have taken the stage door. And when Chris Rock gave the award to that documentary, the second he walked out that stage, I'm popping you in your fucking mouth. But I'm not doing it on stage,
but also
in front of the fucking world and making us look bad.
In a vacuum where nobody's emotional and this isn't happening in fireworks, you walk backstage, you wait till he comes back there. You explain yourself. You let him explain himself.
That's
if
the right
you're
way to
still
do it.
not satisfied with the outcome, you light a motherfucker up, but he knew it was coming.
But that happened. That's what ended up happening at the after party.
No,
but I'm saying that's what ended up happening at the after party. They ended up having words and squash and whatever. When we don't know what that conversation was, but
in the heat
whatever it was, they ended up diffusing between each other. It's of course it's just still.
But in the heat of it, we are animals. There is no you can't get past the fact that we are. There's primal shit running underneath all this.
Yeah, 1,000%. And we doing all kind of shit to push away and push away from that.
You have been demasculated by this relationship publicly, and you have one opportunity. And then when she gives you that she just when that head pivots and she looks at you like a 1980s bedpost,
like, oh, I guess
and she just stares you down. And he's already beaten. That's the part where you know you don't have a choice. In his head, you're probably, I know that, where you're going, if I don't get up and do something. Mm-hmm. And this is why I used to talk about it with that abusive relationship that I was in. Mm-hmm. And people go, why would you stay? And you go, because I waited out, leaving and staying. And you go, which one does more damage? And he ran that algorithm. If I stay in this seat, I know what the fuck
I know exactly what I got to go home to.
Is not just home to. The rest of however she handles this publicly, and she has no problem with emasculating or emasculating, whatever the word is. So he runs that algorithm real fast. It's fight or flight. It's the same shit a cheetah or anything else. When it sees an animal, it makes a decision whether to waste the calories attacking it before it runs. We do this all the time. So for him, it ran, it spit out an answer, and he was halfway down that runway before he knew what was happening. Hand in midair. I've swung on people like that. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not defending it, but I fucking understand it.
So here's the thing. I'm not above swinging on nobody, but like when the shit happened up in Canada, if that was in the fucking comedy club, I'm not doing it there. When it's at the bar after we leave the comedy club, fuck yeah, I'm hitting you. If I'm sitting there, I'm a shoo-in for best actor, and she gives me that death glare. I'm looking for baby, I'll handle it.
It's like, not tonight.
No.
That's what you're saying. What, tonight? I got to go slap him tonight.
Right?
No, I'll handle it.
Yeah.
Just trust me. I'll handle it. You need to do something right now. I ain't doing shit right now. But just trust me, I will fucking handle it. And, and eventually, I'm going to fucking handle it with this mother. If I'm really mad, like if I really do care about Jada, which I guess he does, I don't know. Or maybe like you said, he feels like a prisoner.
It's codependency.
But if I'm really mad, that's fine. I will fucking handle it. But tonight, I'm gonna look at him and be like, we gonna get through the next 45 minutes of this broadcast, and then shit's about to go the fuck down.
Yeah,
that's what we're gonna do. We gonna as soon as I'm away from these fucking cameras.
This is fucked up, but it would have been better to hear about the fight at the after party.
Thank you.
than when it happened straight up because it was just.
And if he was mad about it when he made the joke, if Chris Rock, when he first made the joke, if you looked over and saw Will Smith was stone-faced, right? And then today I woke up and they said Will Smith hit Chris Rock at the after party. I'd been like, well, shit, motherfucker kind of had it coming. You know what I mean? I wouldn't give a fuck. But the fact that you laughed about it, walked up, did it on national TV at the Oscars.
And it was the only other thing is that I say like that could be attached to it. He made a joke about her when he hosted in 2017.
Yes.
He had made a joke. The joke was,
but that joke was harmless.
That joke was because it was the joke was like yes. So it's like I don't. But the other thing is like if you saw the night that she's there, how she didn't take it well. Who knows how long that lingered on? From 2017,
of course,
and then it's another one in person.
Okay, but let me
this is compound interest.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me explain to you this, okay? This is
and he knows.
Hang on,
yes.
I'm saying her telling him like.
But here's the deal, though.
This motherfucker's presenting.
If
he says one thing, me specifically, like, yo, anybody else, if he say something. Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
For the benefit of the doubt.
Because if it would have been that, he would have gotten up immediately. He wouldn't have laughed at that joke in the first place. He laughed at the joke. He got up because Jada was mad, okay? Now,
100%.
here's the difference, okay? If this is Robert De Niro's wife, who stays completely out of the public eye, or George Clooney's wife, who stays completely out of the public eye, that is fine, okay? But Jada has thrust herself in the fucking spotlight saying that he can't make her come, and she's fucking other people, and this, that, and the other. And now you're sitting next to a pop culture fucking star who's fucking viral on everything, and you brought that on you. Nobody fucking cracks jokes about Amal Clooney. Nobody cracks jokes about De Niro's wife.
This is the other thing. Everybody said if it was Denzel that slapped him, nobody, no
because
whole
Denzel's
thing.
wife doesn't have it coming at all.
Because he like their relationship is respected solid. In our code, like very solid. Yes. He always thanks Paul Lady. He's that guy. If it had been fucking Ice Cube. Like meaning, just these people that are in these strong relations. It was
nobody
like,
holds Will and Jada up as
we used to. That's what hurt. Yes, that's what hurt. And then you see the shit that we got 8 niggas. I told you we got 8 motherfuckers. So it hurt when you see. It's like it's literally like
they lost it.
Seeing a family like fuck.
Yeah, they lost it.
Yep,
they were
like, and then you just see it crack on you like shit. Look how they looking at us now.
I feel like there's some white people like that's how we felt about the Clintons.
It may be, but it's like I can't. All I know is this: I'm out in the world, and this is the lead conversation from white. And I'm like, nigga, this is not a way in. Like it wasn't it with Obama, and it ain't it with this right now. Like why? I didn't even because I'm back in my area. That was the lead in. So why how you doing today? Hey man, that thing that happened, what? And you like, I don't want to talk about this with you. Oh. You got silver hair. Like, I don't, you know what I mean?
But they need you to give them some things to say when they go back to
the
golf club.
Yeah,
they sit around the table with some. Well, I was speaking of the black community about.
I'm not the correspondent. You know what I mean? Like,
why did your voice become Obama's just now?
You don't understand. I can do it if I need to.
I saw 2 weeks ago. I can't believe I didn't think of it first, and I can't believe I've never seen it before. Some dude tweeted, he said, hey, we're approaching spring and summer. White people, none of us want to hear, I'm almost as dark as you now. Oh, yeah, and I was like, oh my God, how come I didn't get there first? Yeah. Because it is the dumbest thing ever, and you hear it all the time. Look, I'm almost as dark as you.
I got a theory, though.
That people say that?
I had a theory I pitched. If you want to,
more than you can ever imagine.
All I've got for this is your game right now.
Scotsman, so we don't ever.
You don't get dark.
I just get turned into a big freckle.
Your shadow's lighter.
I get red and freckly.
Yeah, your fucking shadow has good credit.
Well, I need to use this credit.
I'm listening.
No, I'm just trying to think of how, because it's pretty controversial.
Perfect.
But I don't know if the only thing is I don't know if you two guys would know about. No, I don't know if you two guys would know about the thing that happened. Like, you know, and not like that. It's just meaning this is a thing amongst women are not y'all's preference. So it's like, not like
hey, hang on. Now I'm trying to put me and Jerry's preferences together and figure out what falls outside
between the three of us.
You know what? Between the three of y'all,
what's outside
not
of
a thing of y'all's preference.
Somebody gonna make it.
My preference is pretty much just a size thing. It doesn't matter the color or culture.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I'm trying.
We got to do overlapping circles.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Venn
figure out a
diagram
way
right
to,
now.
I can do it, though. I can do it.
Are you talking about women with scissors for feet? Like,
No.
Right, with teeth in their vaginas? What's going on?
What's happening in your world, Trey? No,
Can I trust fall into this? You gonna?
Yeah.
Do you want to go there and save the game to the end?
It's kind of an
We're determined not to ever have sponsors anyway, so let's go for it.
It's kind of an appropriating, a cultural appropriation thing, right? But it's really like I brought it down to like there's two races that's always.
You want to start there, and I'll just let you. I'll let you pitch it live, and will we be able to fall into it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do it live.
And then we'll cut to decades. Do you want to begin? Where do you want to begin? You want to talk that out live, or do you want to do
begin in the 80s? Because I think that's one.
We could probably start in the 60s.
Okay,
I
if
think
you want to,
60s is
work,
probably the earliest
back
we can
and go up.
60s to now would be the way I'd run.
Okay.
And then we'll either fall apart because we're gonna burn out in the atmosphere the closer we get to now.
Yeah.
So the 60s give us, I think, a starting point.
Yeah.
Even if we got a couple, we got 70s, but once we get to 80s, we're bang bang.
Okay.
So
yeah.
We'll all fall in
big
sync.
one.
I'm guessing for 4 decades or so.
Yeah. All
right. Cool. And I'll let you intro that. Perfect. Everybody hey, what's up, everybody in the chat? You guys have, I know y'all been watching.
What if they? Are they saying wild shit? We got
no. I think everybody
not saying wild shit, but you know what I'm saying.
All they're saying is this should be broadcast.
Okay.
That truthfully probably was a better episode on its own, in its own right. We need to figure out how to.
I didn't want to.
I know
we having fun, so I don't. I'm like that guy real serious.
But but it's we're allowed to.
Yeah.
Will Smith finally spoke out. On his Instagram, violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable.
You also produced The Karate Kid.
Hang on. He says some shit that we were just saying. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job. But a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris, finally. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed that my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. Man, wasn't a world of love and kindness last night, motherfucker.
They both go. We gonna apologize to each other tomorrow. Chris Rock will have apologized by tomorrow morning. He will have apologized directly to Will, and it will be all fucking smashed.
But they was talking about stripping that Oscar. See, I don't know if y'all know about this.
The Academy Awards are investigating.
They were talking about stripping the Oscar, and this was
what
happens.
They still should be.
When you are nominated or whatever, you have to campaign to try to win this. I don't know if y'all know this story, but when Jamie Foxx was nominated for Ray, he was still doing his Jamie shit. He got a call from Oprah Winfrey and Sidney Poitier, and they both told him Oprah told him to calm down, relax, like you really could be a part of history, blah, 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 the whole nine. Sidney Poitier told him, I give you one thing, I give you responsibility. You need to be responsible and do what is necessary to make this history happen. So he calmed down and got his shit together and campaigned properly to win it.
Right.
But it's weird, it's like, the thing with Will's like, I pretty much already won. Because y'all have the shit. We're at
it was
the
in
show.
The bag.
It's not like I slapped them at the BET Awards.
Right.
I slapped them at the night of. So it's like, how does that work? But it is an academy, which means there's a certain way you have to behave.
Now, I don't think they should strip him. I do not think they should strip him. He won it fair and square.
Bro, I spent a year on probation for punching a motherfucker who deserved it.
However, every other nomination, even if he wins, he should have to do that acceptance speech from his house. He should not be allowed in the fucking Dolby Theater ever again.
I mean,
you committed assault on the fucking stage.
That's true.
You should not be allowed in the Dolby Theater ever again.
Rock already made a statement. What'd he say?
No. There was more to the Will statement.
Yeah, but they say that Chris Rock already made a statement.
Oh shit! Hang on, I'll find it.
Is it also an apology? I'm sorry, Will.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
If
about
Chris
it.
apologized for that, I'm not gonna be mad, but I'm also not gonna be happy. That's that mutual fucking Hollywood shit that just exists in a different tax bracket than I do, and now I'm out of the entire conversation because y'all are operating in fake land. So suck it. I can't.
The joke was a throwaway one-liner. No, I haven't seen. I'm not seeing Chris Rock's statement.
I saw that. I don't think he's gonna bitch out.
I saw that Chris Rock.
If Chris Rock apologizes, if he apologizes, I will be upset.
But Will Smith went on to say, I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producer of the show, and all the attendees and everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. It was what I was saying. You should be celebrating. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened in your fucking professional career.
The problem is everything he said after I stood up to defend my wife was bullshit. He stood up because she checked him. That was not, I was deeply offended. That was too far. A joke at my expense is fine, but a joke about my wife was too much. No, an eye check by your wife was too much. You laughed your dick off. So everything past that is bullshit.
Thank you.
So that's it. Let's get into this. We got a show.
Fuck Will Smith.
Changing gears. Where did I say we were going to start? Am I kicking to you, Trey? Was that the?
You just all right.
Was that what?
No, you did.
Not straight.
Kicking to you? Like, wait, hold up now.
But that's what we agreed on, right?
Hey, man, you know what's good for you? Celery. It's 95%.
Is that a joke?
No,
Water.
motherfucker.
You know, it almost killed me.
Jimmy
at that
Schubert
gig for fucking Jesse Payton. I ended up in the hospital because I'm allergic to it.
They put celery in the water.
Bro, I sincerely apologize.
Celery or cucumbers?
No, they had celery also on the.
How you allergic to celery? It's like 98% water.
95% water. Jerry.
Jimmy Schubert says it. He goes, you could die eating celery. It's a 0-calorie food. It burns more calories eating celery.
About the way my body handles the fiber.
Jerry. Wow. I sincerely.
I just thought you were fucking. I was like, God damn, dude.
I sincerely apologize.
Yeah. I mean, I will motherfucking lose some weight.
But I was actually pitching it to you. It's like good for the heart and all kind of shit. And man, I didn't know that. I really apologize.
Oh, that's hilarious.
This motherfucking peanuts.
Fuck, man.
Can I get you anything? A peanut butter sandwich, some celery, an EpiPen. What?
Anything.
You want some bee stings?
Jesus. All right.
Allergic bee sting too.
All right.
Yeah.
Free bee. Damn. What the fuck?
All right, here we go.